This is the FS70R string trimmer by STIHL. And when you've got to get up close and personal with your lawn, this is the string trimmer that'll help keep your landscape in line. Hey guys and gals, welcome to Garage Gear. I'm JB, and just so we're clear here, this video is not sponsored. I paid for this STIHL with my own money, so you know you're getting an honest review. Right out of the box, hold up, this trimmer was bought at a dealer already out of the box. It was set up and tested by the dealer prior to purchase. But it came with an instruction manual, auto cut line refill instructions, protective eyewear, maybe we'll sport these later, and a handy maintenance tool. Pretty cool. STIHL is well known for making some really reliable small engines. Powering this FS70R is a powerful 2-cycle 27.2 cc engine that makes quick work of your landscape tasks and is fuel efficient, requiring less stops to fill up. The air filter cover here on the side has one bolt to remove it. Let's pop that out. She's in there good. Boom, 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 and out she comes. So here we have the air filter. You can easily pop this out and replace it with a new one. And just a heads up on this model, this air filter is not washable according to the manual. And here's a closer look inside with a view of the carburetor. The translucent gas tank here on the back holds 11.5 fluid ounces, so you can easily see how much fuel you're working with. There's a purge pump primer, reducing the number of starting pulls needed after an extended break between uses. And everything up here is protected by this high impact polymer housing. The choke lever, the spark plug, the spark arrestor muffler, even the control cables. The entire engine here is encased, so if you're getting in between lots of brushes, trees, bushes, STIHL's got you covered. Having a solid defense sets the foundation for a strong offense. And to help keep this video strong with the YouTube algorithm, would you mind hitting that like button? Thank you. Moving our way on down, we have a heavy-duty STIHL on STIHL clutch, and this centrifugal clutch is designed to reduce slippage. Slightly further down is the throttle trigger interlock control handle. This kind of reminds me of a jet fighter joystick. Missiles away! You get a lot of grip with this handle, and this is where the slip stops and the success begins. The stop button up here has an auto reset feature, so you're not pulling and pulling and pulling and wondering why your machine's not starting because you didn't accidentally flip the switch. Sounds like something you've done before. No. Right, I did. And on top of that, we have a large shoulder strap for those larger weed fields that you may have to hit, making this unit less of a burden to carry. Even further down, we have an adjustable loop handle, and this is actually where the R in FS70R actually comes from. Pretty cool how you can really tip it over without overreaching with your arm. Now the drive shaft going all the way down to the trimmer head is fully lined. It features a high durability forged connecting rod and a 4-bearing gearbox. This provides smooth operation with less vibration. Now to the business end. This is the tap action auto cut cutting head. This allows the user to adjust the cutting length simply by tapping the cutting head against the ground. This delivers a 16-inch cutting swath, and the cutting head uses standard 0.095 inch or 0.105 inch cutting line. This cutting head can hold up to 33 feet of 0.095 inch cutting line or 23 feet of 0.105 inch standard cutting line. That's a lot of line packed up in there. And here's a look at your cutting blade on the inside of the debris shield. Now here's a few other points about this trimmer. The overall dry weight of this unit is 10.6 pounds. The overall length of this trimmer as measured by me is 69 inches. This is also their first model in their intermediate string trimmer category, and it's designed for home, farm, and professional use. What's also cool about this unit is that it's made here in America with US and global materials, and it's backed by a rock solid 2-year limited warranty. Well, if you're ready, I'm ready. Let's fire this trimmer up. All right, here is how to perform a cold start. First, you want to take the choke and you want to push it in and then set it all the way up to the choke setting. Then you want to prime the unit 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Notice how I let the bubble fully retract. Then from here, all I'm going to do is pull the unit, and once it gets fired up, I'm going to pull the throttle. She's up and running. What's really great is the choke lever automatically resets itself. Now to turn the unit off, all you got to do is press the off switch. That's it. Now if I want to turn the unit back on and it only ran just maybe a minute ago, you should be able to just pull the rope and go. That's it. Now in some cases you might have waited a couple minutes between your string trimming, and in that case what you might want to have to do is just push it in and then turn it to the middle choke setting, and that should be all you need, and then pull the rope and it should go. And again, while the unit's warming up, now's a good time to grab your eye protection and your hearing protection. Let's go. So here's what I like about this STIHL FS70R. This thing goes through weeds faster than a sellout crowd at a reggae concert. It just rips. It throttles really nice, and on some cheaper models, when you go to pull the trigger, it automatically goes like right up to speed, super fast, where on this trimmer it can be feathered really nicely, so you ease into that high speed, if you even need it. This FS70R makes edging an absolute breeze. Tip it on its side, tap the gas, and go. It made my garden beds really stand out. This whole unit starts up super easy, and it's usually up and running in 1 to 3 pulls. And since the choke dial and the on-off switch automatically reset themselves, that really simplifies the process. And as I mentioned earlier, this entire engine is fully protected. And for the commercial landscapers out there, durability and longevity are absolutely key. A fully protected unit like this saves you money down the road. What's also pretty cool is when the engine is running, you can see the drive shaft spinning inside. Pretty neat. And the built-in shoulder strap here is a nice feature because that can really help you out on those longer fence lines. Another thing that I like is that the string trimmer head has a few different colors on it. So when you go to pull it apart to reload it, you can actually see where things come apart and go back together easily. Now here's what grinds my gears with this FS70R. A padded loop handle here would be nice. Getting kind of nitpicky, I know, but it needs to be fattened up a little bit. It feels kind of thin. That would actually cut down the vibration even a little bit further. And this carry handle here in the middle spins. So every single time I go to pick the trimmer up, the whole thing rotates, and then I gotta flip it back. This kind of gets annoying after a little while. They really should make this more of a permanent grip, or make it take up at least the whole space, or consider removing it entirely. A toolless air filter would also be nice. If I'm a landscaper, I don't exactly want to be digging through a toolbox looking for this one specific tool if I'm having issues maybe with the carburetor or need to change out the air filter. Another thing is that these string trimmers really like to bounce and walk around your driveway a little bit when they're in idle mode. This throttle trigger here, to me, is also a concern. If I were to drop this unit in my garage, or perhaps in a truck bed, or maybe on a trailer, I would worry about this landing on something and cracking. It's not super chintzy, but having something more like this with a slotted design that takes up the entire trigger space, I think would be better, so that way you don't have that risk of damaging the unit. Next, the old style cutting head. Tried and true design, works great, but if you're a rookie, this can be a little complicated to learn how to reload. And you might have to refer to the instruction manual a couple of times if you're new to it. Perhaps I'll make a video on the reloading process down the road. Also, the 12-inch debris shield is a bit too big. Perhaps this could be narrowed down some. I personally am a fan of leaving the debris shield on, because once you take a rock or maybe a wood chip to the face or the eye, you start to say to yourself, okay, the shield needs to be on to protect me. And I know some out there like it off. Let's start the great debate. Shield on or shield off? Let me know down below in the comments. STIHL makes some outstanding equipment, and this trimmer is no different. And when you gotta get up close and personal with your lawn, this is the string trimmer that'll help keep your landscape in line. If you're looking for a durable string trimmer that crosses that line between homeowner and professional use, and will give you many years of trouble-free starting, then this FS70R string trimmer needs to be at the top of your list. Now, if you're looking to clean up all that mess that you just made with your string trimmer, check out my review of the STIHL BG86C, and I'll have that video linked down below in the description. For more cool garage gear content, click or tap the screen right here. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the garage.